Welcome to STA-B Exam Forum. I welcome all the students who are watching this online. Student, as you know, DRDO admin-led exam is now over and students are very curious to know about the safe score. Okay, so in this video we are going to reveal that, and for the reference we are using the cutoff for September 6 to September 8. Why not September 9? As you know, there was no admin and lad for September 9, so there is no reference for that. Okay, so let's begin this session. So the outline of session would be like this. First we will see the screening criteria, okay, on what basis they are going to choose the candidates. Okay, then we understand what is the cutoff. Okay, we will try to understand what exactly is cutoff, okay, on what factor it generally depends. Next we will see what is safe score, and we will analyze the previous year cutoff from September 6 to September 8. Okay, after that we will analyze only for the unreserved category. Why only unreserved? Because the other reserved category cutoff is generally less than that. Okay, so that's why we are only analyzing for unreserved category. Okay, and finally we will see the expected score, safe score for the September 10. Okay, student, the score which we are telling is not the final one, it is our understanding what we have calculated for this particular exam. Okay, so let's see the screening criteria. So as you know, this tier 1 is CBT and is used for screening purpose, and only the qualified candidate will be called for tier 2. What will be the tier 2 exam? It will be a skill test or any other test which are required for that specific post. Okay, and the screening criteria is like this. For one vacancy there will be shortlisting of candidate, number will be 8. Okay, so there is a ratio of 1:8. For one vacancy 8 candidates are fighting for that. Okay, quickly coming to the cutoff, if you know this thing you can skip this part. Okay, so the minimum score that a candidate must get in order to qualify the exam. Okay, and as I told you earlier, it depends upon the various factors. What are those factors? First is the performance of appearing candidates. Okay, and second and the most important factor is number of vacancy. Okay, and the third one is the reservation category. It is different for different reservation. Okay, next is again cutoff is different for different post. This is very easy understanding. Yes, then one remark, student, do not get upset by the last year cutoff, as the cutoff changes every year. Okay, and important thing is, student, cutoff is not the benchmark of your capability. That I am generally saying to all the students. You can take an example of Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, so your benchmark cannot be set by any exam. Okay, you are unique to everyone. Okay, coming to the next thing. In slide you can see a number of things. First, these are the posts that we are going to analyze, and it is the previous year cutoff out of 150 marks. This is important, student. Now we have 75 marks exam. Yes, as you know, you have given the exam, it is of 75 marks, and as I told you earlier, I will only cover unreserved category. Okay, so student, these are the cutoff that we got from some source. Okay, so from September 6 to September 8 we will be analyzing, but for the sake of understanding I am appropriating these data to the 75 marks. Okay, so that we have a clear-cut picture how these marks move. Okay, so I have adjusted the previous year cutoff with 75 marks. First thing is this one. Okay, these are not the previous year marks, it is adjusted to 75 marks. So as you can see, now the cutoff are based on the total mark of 75. Okay, so as you can see, it is different for different post. Okay, and as you can see, one more observation here, you are seeing zeros. Okay, why zeros? Because there is no vacancy or no post, no vacancy or no post in that particular septum exam. Okay, so if you see septum 8, there are no vacancy for security assistant, vehicle operator, fire engine driver, fireman. Okay, but if you see septum 6, this admin assistant Hindi was not available, and steno grade and JTO was also not there. Okay, so we have skipped all these data. Okay, whatever the cutoff for this particular septum we got, we made this graph for that. Okay, so let's start the expected safe score. Okay, so what I did, I take average of these cutoff, okay, which are proportionality to the 75 markers for our understanding. Coming to the most important slide of this video, expected safe score for unreserved category. Okay, student, we are looking only safe score for unreserved category in this video. Okay, so student, what I am going to do, I am going to take the average of last year cutoff from septum 6 to septum 8 and add this 10 to 25%. So you may ask why 10 to 25%? Because this time we have seen the difficulty level of exam was very easy. Okay, so this 10 to 25% we have intentionally included. Okay, so let's see one by one. So the average which I have calculated from the previous slide, I got this average for all these postcode. Okay, so as you can see, for vehicle operator it is very less, and for fire engine driver it is very less. Okay, so this time it will be definitely more than these marks. Okay, these cutoff marks. Okay, and if you see, the maximum is 51.17, that is for admin assistant A English. Okay, and let's see the next. If we increase the 10% of these average marks, these I got. Okay, so as you can see, it is now increased to 56%, 56 mark, and this vehicle operator and fire engine driver has increased to 34 and 33. Similarly, for steno grade 2, it has increased to 51%, 51 marks. Okay, so on the same note, if I increase 25%, I got these marks. So as you can see, it has now increased to 63. So previously it was 51, now it is increased to 63 if I increase 25% of this average. Okay, similarly, if you see security assistant, now it became 60, and for fireman and JTO, fire engine driver, it has come like 39, 38, 55. Okay, so for the safe score calculation, we take the in between range. Okay, so for admin assistant A, the safe score could be between 56 to 63. Okay, student, that I am again telling, it is not the final one. Okay, it is not the final one, that is our understanding. Okay, so if you are not agreeing with this, you can write in our comment box. Okay, what is your stake on that particular point, you can tell us. Okay, so for admin assistant Hindi, as you can see, there is number of vacancy, and as well as the number of candidates who have appeared for Hindi are very less. Why? Because it is very difficult for people to type in Hindi. Okay, so that's why its a safe score has come like 45 to 51. Similarly, for store assistant, it is again 56 to 63, similar to admin assistant A English, and for again Hindi, it is 43 to 69 that we got. Let's see the security, again it is 53 to 60. Okay, and for fire engine driver and vehicle operator, it is maximum of 40 you can consider, and for steno grade it is 58 student, maximum is 58 and range is 51 to 58. For JTO 38 to 43 we got. Okay, so overall what is the picture? So for these posts, if you are getting more than 60 or more than 63, chances are that you may pass this tier. Okay, so you may enter into the skills test or trade test. Okay, for the vehicle operator, engine driver, you can consider if you are crossing 45, okay, or 40, there are chances that you may clear this exam. For firemen, if you score 56, more than 56, that would be sufficient, I guess. Okay, and for steno grade, it is coming around 58, so you can take 60. If you are getting more than 60, definitely you can pass that exam. And finally, if we see the JTO, it is more than 43. Okay, why JTO? Because this is again a very difficult level exam, because it is different from all these posts. Okay, and its level is also different. Okay, so this is what we have tried to understand. Okay, so student, if you have anything to say, you can write in our comment box. We will happily to answer that. Okay, thank you for watching.